It wasn't fifth. It was just in the first half, but not the first quarter. Hi, everyone. My name is Michaela, and I'm an accountant at OHS Chartered Accountants. Did you know that the scientific name for a llama is llama glama? This has nothing to do with my presentation, but the internet told me to reel in my audience, and llamas are the perfect bait. Now that you're hooked, I'm going to tell you about my journey through the Find Your Voice Leadership Program. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, there are two definitions of Find Your Voice. The first is literal, to begin speaking. This is not a problem for me. Some people may try to convince you that this is a problem for me and that I may begin too frequently. They would be lying. The second definition is metaphorical, to express oneself. This one is a little trickier for me. When I started this program at the beginning of the year, I was a firm believer that emotion has no place in the workplace, and definitely no place in decision-making. I'm an accountant. My job is to solve problems through logic and math. Where do feelings come into it? It's been a year since then, and I've realized that the easier question to answer is, where don't feelings come into it? One of my personal struggles is that I'm too literal. When I think of feelings, I think of the main ones: anger, happiness, frustration. But it's so much more nuanced than that. My job isn't to stare at my laptop and solve problems. It's to understand, relate to, and help people. One of my favorite clients, if I'm allowed to have favorites, is someone who doesn't have a lot of accounting knowledge. She phones me relatively often and asks questions and just asks for help with things. And I genuinely enjoy speaking to her and helping her with things. And I've always enjoyed speaking to her, and I've always been aware of it. But now I realize that experiences like this define my job more so than calculating tax payable or reconciling EMP 501s. It turns out that feelings also extend to general outlook. At the beginning of the course, we did an emotional intelligence assessment and received some very in-depth results. These results were split into different categories, and we were placed on a spectrum based on our intelligence in each category. One of these categories was called exercise optimism, and based on my results, I am not very fit. Have you ever been told something about yourself that is so accurate it's offensive? My feedback read, leaders vulnerable and exercising optimism may describe themselves as cautious or factual, but others see them as negative and pessimistic. Firstly, I'm a realist. And secondly, rude. To add salt to my wound, my ex-best friend, I messed that up. To add salt to my wound, I asked my ex-best friend to rate me for my portfolio of evidence, and he gave me a 3 for positive outlook. I don't talk to him. Seriously though, through the course of this year, I've become aware of just how pessimistic I am. I would love to say that I recognized the problem and rectified it, and now I stand before you, a positive little ray of sunshine, but that would be a lie. And we've already discussed the liars about those people who think I talk too much. I may not have succeeded in banishing my pessimism by the end of the course, but that doesn't mean I failed. The most important thing I've learned through the course, the most significant change this course has inspired in me, is awareness. Awareness of feelings, awareness of my automatic negativity, awareness of others and the world around me. The fascinating thing about self-awareness is that just thinking about self-awareness encourages self-awareness. I'm not saying that I'm self-aware, but I've started thinking about it, and I've started recognizing patterns. Today marks the end of my journey in the Find Your Voice leadership course, but it's only the beginning of my leadership journey. A year ago, I was an over-analytical pessimist who shunned emotions and whose favorite thing about her job was solving problems with math. Today, I'm an over-analytical wannabe optimist who doesn't like emotions but is starting to understand their value, and whose favorite thing about her job is solving problems with math. I also like that I can solve problems by relating to other people. Simon Sinek said, the goal is not to be perfect by the end. The goal is to be better today. He's not as cool as llamas, but he'll do.